The roast WrestleMania. Testing. Send booby. Send booby. No, not send booby pictures. Looking for booby. Did you request my wife? Did you request my wife? So I got the 3 pancakes with recipes. Testing.
This is a whole new setup. This was very intimate.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to sit here like this.
So,
Elimination
Chamber
has happened.
Yeah. You're not getting any predictions from us today. We're going straight into the results. Yeah.
And to be fair, our predictions weren't. We weren't really thinking about anything to do with the actual matches themselves. We were just like, because with the Rumble, Rumble, I feel like we had like ideas of what was going to happen, all the matches, but this time we didn't
have any like theories or anything.
No.
So it was the women's elimination chamber first,
and we both thought it was Asuka.
Yeah,
and we were both right.
Mm-hmm.
Natty and Liv carried.
Yeah.
Like Natty in Canada is like another breed.
It is.
It's like
she turns it up. She's already at like 100.
She's so solid all the time, so consistent,
so good,
and like people don't appreciate. Yeah, people don't appreciate it enough.
They actually don't. She's so good. Yeah, like technically, and just like I just feel like
that tweet where it's like she keeps the girlies in check.
She does.
Like they know better to not make a fool of Natalia, and it's so true.
It's so true.
So, like, she's consistently at that level. But then when she's in Canada, it's like, it's so crazy.
So good.
So, that was really good.
I love seeing her get her flowers. I love seeing her come out and like everyone is cheering and it's what she deserves.
It was good because
it was really good.
She doesn't get that reaction enough. And like, she had a lot of time in there.
She did, yeah.
She was like one of the threads throughout the whole match. Like she had like all the big spots. The like big I think there was a moment where I don't know if it was her and Liv or somebody else, but they were just like, it was just a Natty in the cage just back and forth, like her running between and then they kept doing like the spot where they would stick somebody's face through the chamber, but they did it so much.
Yeah, they did it so many times,
like 4 or 5 times in the same match. So yeah, I loved Natty in the match.
Natty was great. Liv was so good. Her gear was so cute. She's so good.
She's like made for a chamber match.
Truly.
I think my favourite spot from the match was like her doing the sunset.
Oh, with Raquel.
Flip. Yeah, with Raquel.
Yeah, that was banging.
That's got to be
that was really, really good.
And she had like such a good elimination as well, because like the girl doesn't tap out.
No,
Liv will not tap.
It was really good because I was like, any way that she gets out, I'm not gonna be happy about it. Yeah, she's so good. I don't want to just see like a like a Carmella elimination for Liv. Do you know what I mean?
Just like a sneaky little.
Yeah, like a sneaky little elimination.
No.
So like the fact that she literally was like passed out, like that was the only way. I thought that was great.
And I love that she stays smiling until like the end of it.
Yeah, of course she did.
Yeah, the girl loves pain.
She does.
It's so good.
She does. She always shows up with the gear. The gear is everything. Carmella serves every single time. I love that woman.
Like, I think we were saying it during the match, but like the girl knows her character to a T. It's crazy.
She is Carmella.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, she plays it so well.
Like, she just a heel through and through. Just like running away, so like being sneaky, just being annoying. She like, we were comparing all the heels to Miz. Like the Miz type of heel. Just like the annoying running away, trying to avoid any sort of like conflict.
Just getting into the like
locking herself in.
And then the gear. I always come back to the gear, but the gear was so good.
So loved that. And then eventually, Asuka won, which I think we're happy with.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. And
I feel like it makes the most sense.
Bianca and that's what we were saying beforehand. Is like, it was the same with the Rumble. Like, as much as I want Liv to do really well, and I want her to have her Mania moment and everything, her and Bianca doesn't pair. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like like I was saying to you, like if Rhea wins against Charlotte, you could have like Liv versus Rhea at SummerSlam, like easy. Like that's easy to get back into. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But Bianca versus Liv just doesn't really make sense because they're both so loved.
Yeah, it would be odd.
Like what's the angle there? Like,
yeah,
what's the story there?
You would need a buffer or something. Like it would have to be a triple threat, or I don't know. It just wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for Mania. So Asuka and Bianca would be really cool.
Mm. It was just good. It was solid.
It was solid. It was a good match. How many snakes?
Oh, I don't know. Out of 10, I think a 7 or an 8. Yeah, 7.5 is good. 7.5 is good.
I think Nikki had a cool high spot.
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
that was alright.
So yeah, I feel like it was good.
I think I'd maybe give it a 7 actually.
Yeah.
I feel like 7.5 might be too generous. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I would rewatch it. I feel like for it to be like a 9 or a 10, I would have to be able to rewatch it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was good, but it wasn't like, whoa, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen all the women's chamber matches that they've done so far. Because I've seen like the one from 2 years ago. Wait, no, the one from last year, I mean. Where they were in Saudi Arabia. I remember that being alright.
Yeah.
But I think this was probably better. I didn't really remember much about last year's. But yeah, it was alright. 7?
Yeah, it was good.
7.
It was good. But like it was kind of like what we said about the role. Like the bits that I enjoyed, I really enjoyed. Yeah, I feel like a 7 snakes is fair.
7 snakes.
But as we know, Natty brings everything up to a 10 snake.
Thing is, this time I feel like last time we might have been pissing around a little bit with Italia bringing the Rumble up to a 10 snakes, but this time she actually
she was so good.
She genuinely brought that up to a 10
Liv
snakes.
and Asuka's so good, and I love Asuka.
Yeah.
I love her. But for me, like, I don't really remember a lot of what she did in this chamber. But the people that I do remember is Carmella, Natty, and Liv. Like, I remember everything that they did in that chamber.
Yeah,
it was so good. Brock and Booby.
Brock and Booby.
We call Bobby Lashley Booby Lashley.
It's just...
If you didn't know. We're having a Coy moment again.
Oh,
like how we call Cody Rhodes Coy.
Yeah. But I think this rolls off the tongue way, like... more than Coy.
Do you think?
I think I can call him Cody sometimes.
Oh yeah, I could call him Cody, and like that to me, like in conversation, I would like my brain would be like, no, his name's actually Cody Rhodes, but Booby slips out. Booby just slips out all the time. Like, I would be talking to, like, Matt or something, and I would say, like, Booby Lashley.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah. So, Brock and Booby.
I don't remember where that came from. He was on our list.
Yeah, we did not
I don't know why. He wasn't even in WWE when we were watching.
No.
Just from the games, we decided we don't like this man.
Because we didn't like the heels.
This is true.
We were classic.
We were such, like... We were like, their target audience to a T.
Yeah,
They could sell us anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything. I mean, it was just like when you play you play like Here Comes the Pain, or you play SmackDown vs. Raw, and you start the game with all of your finishes loaded. Like you don't have to load up your finishes.
Like you've got 5 finishes already.
So they've gone in and they've pressed L1, or L2, whatever it is. They've pressed it.
Good lord.
That's Brock on his motorbike.
On his tractor.
Yeah. Jesus.
No, you're so right. Yeah, it was literally just like they're just pressing the trigger.
Yeah.
They're just like,
I
just want this to be over with.
Yeah, it was just spear,
F5,
spear, F5, all this stuff.
Yeah, and then I don't remember why Brock got so angry, but that was because he was doing the hurt lock, or whatever it's called, and then Brock was like, I think I'm gonna and
he kicked back.
Yeah,
and then
low blow,
and that was a DQ.
Yeah. So we didn't get that right because we said that we thought Brock would win.
Yes.
But, like, I feel like that's not really... I feel like that was hard to predict, that one.
Yeah. I feel like it wasn't a very satisfying ending to their trilogy.
Like, if that's, like, is the end of it, which it felt pretty, like, final. Yeah. But it was a bit like, oh, okay. I don't know.
I feel like they could have been a bit more, like, inspired with that.
Yeah, it felt more like... Because Booby had already won twice. So then this time it felt like, oh, Brock's going to get his, like, one over on him. But instead it was like, oh, he thought he was going to lose again. He got so angry that he just DQ'd and left.
Yeah.
But I love the crazy Brock shit.
I love
like
Brock.
after he's like when he was like thrown into the announce table, all that shit, like that was
F5ing
good.
the ref.
But if maybe like Booby had won and then he'd done that, or if he'd won and then I don't know, like maybe Booby was like, I'm not done yet, and then they'd done the whole like crazy aftermath, crashing into everything after like an actual win, I think would have had a bit more impact than a DQ.
And I did think they were gonna do something like the Hurt Business or something. Like I thought, I don't know, maybe they're just gonna do something interesting in this. I don't think it was like really anything.
Yeah.
So.
Because apparently they're thinking about bringing back the Hurt Business, and there was that whole like backstage segment and stuff.
They've teased it a few times.
So I feel like maybe that's where Boobies are going, and Brock's gonna do the whole Bray thing.
Yeah, the Bray thing's
because Brock and Bray, that's good.
I'm just imagining like Brock doing a promo against Bray. I can't imagine it at all. It's just
hilarious,
so odd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like a 4 snakes.
I was gonna say like a 3 or a 4. I can't lie.
Yeah.
It was like okay. We weren't really watching it. No. I can't lie.
We were trying to find pictures of Brock Lesnar where he looked good, and then we're trying to find pictures of Booby where he looked bad.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna do a poll.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a poll on the old gram
about who is more conventionally attractive,
Booby or Brock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if anybody is watching this, then this is your time to interact.
This is your time. Comment below.
Comment below. You should put pictures of them.
I will, yeah. I'll use those pictures that we were going to use.
Yeah, just comment who's more attractive. That's
like,
what you need to
conventionally.
do. Just give us one name.
Oh God, do we expose ourselves like that? I was going to say, like, do we do an episode about the shameful list?
Oh, wow. No, that's... Don't know. Maybe that's a future one.
Yeah.
But yeah. Basically, we
have a list.
It's mainly wrestlers.
Because basically, if you watch... I feel like we're appealing to such a niche audience right now, because not only do you have to find people that are interested in wrestling that are attracted to men, but but also that are attracted to like wrestling's version of what a man is.
That's so true.
Like, and it's just, we were saying how we feel like our like, what do you even call it?
Taste?
Like taste in men
has just been warped.
Because like with like the women's wrestlers, like they're fine. They're
all
fine. Like everyone knows that they're fine. Like like that's no shame there. But when it comes to the men, there's some interesting there's some interesting choices going around, and I feel like sometimes we'll be like, are they a little bit fine? But then it's like, do I just think that because I've been watching wrestling since my brain was formed?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Our brain has been like developed around wrestling.
Yeah.
Like it's been infiltrated in it.
Truly. So then it's like, is this person what normal people, non-wrestling fans would consider conventionally attractive, or do we just think they're attractive because they're like a wrestler?
Yeah. We'll just like watch something and be like, hear me out.
Oh, the shameful list is basically the hear me out list.
Yeah.
So there's a whole list.
Yeah. Brock is on there.
There's like 20 people on that list. Is there? Yeah. There's like 20 people on that list. They're all wrestlers, apart from like 2 people, I think.
Yeah, a few people not wrestlers, but most of them are wrestlers, because it's just so acquired taste.
It is. It's truly acquired. It's like if you show the gist of the like shameful list is like if you showed this to like one of your friends,
then they'd be like, what the hell?
They'd be like, I don't know about that, babes.
Yeah. Maybe we like tier rank the.
But then I feel that way when people show me like my Healy.
Matt, that's so true.
Do you know what I mean? Like to me, that man would be on a shameful list. Yeah, I can't even deny.
That is so true.
But then like if they look at Brock and they'd be like, hey. But then I look at Matty and I'm like, babes.
That's crazy.
Pick it up.
Yeah, I think that Brock Lesnar is more attractive than Matty Healy.
Oh, 1000%. Like Cowboy Brock? Matty Healy F5. Like.
So there needs to be pictures right here of Matty Healy and Brock Lesnar right next to each other.
Yeah. Tier ranking the shameful list would be so good.
Yeah. I want to see Brock Lesnar F5 Matty Healy.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I want to see that match.
On Loose Women.
Yeah. In front of Denise, like on the panel. In front of Denise. Denise is like, my boy! Oh, that's good shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 because of the little aftermath bit.
Yeah, I think 4's fair.
Yeah,
4's fair.
What was next? Oh, the tag match. Beth Edge, Finn
10
Rhea.
snakes.
10 snakes.
Anything with Adam is going to get 10 snakes.
Yeah.
But it was genuinely good.
It was good.
Like, that's not even just, like, us being blinded by our bias. Like, that was a genuinely good match.
Yeah. I love that Beth had most of the time in there.
Yes, as she should.
Yeah.
We're going to do a video. I think we've got, like, a list of, like, podcasts we want to do. But one of them is going to be about the Divas division and how they were just done so dirty. And Beth is part of that because Beth is an icon, okay?
Mm-hmm. She was just... If she had just come a few years later...
She would have been in it.
Yeah.
She could have been one of the horsewomen.
Yeah.
Like, easy.
Yeah.
Like, she is that caliber, but she just wasn't given the opportunities.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad that, like, she's been in the Rumble, like, twice? Was it? I think it's twice.
She was in the first one, I think.
And when was the one where she hit her head?
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah.
And the men's one.
Yeah, she was in the fucking men's Rumble. That is iconic. Like, that is iconic.
I love that one.
She had a, like, Mania moment where she tag teamed with Natalia, and that was, like, an actual Mania moment,
so
not, like,
cool.
the fucking Miss WrestleMania Battle Royale.
That was so cool. And she did the, like, glam slam to Bailey, like, off the second rope, I think. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Or maybe it was off the top rope. It was crazy.
Like, I'm just so glad that she's getting that opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Against Rhea as well. Because they're so, like, well
We were
matched.
saying this, like, they, like, Rhea is almost like the Beth of now.
Yeah.
Like, she's no one's doing it like it's so good.
They're slaying. I want to see, like, I would just love for Beth to have, like, another little run.
As good as the tag match was, we wanted Beth versus Rhea at Mania.
Yeah,
We were
just
like,
one-on-one.
we were gunning for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know Beth is, like, very ingrained, like, mum world. Slaying.
Yeah.
Glamour
Mother.
Yeah. But she still got it.
Oh, she still got it.
So, you know, just a few more matches. Like, because imagine Beth and Piper.
Stop.
How crazy would that be?
That'd be so
and I know that Beth loves Piper. So, like,
yeah,
just do it. I feel like that's one of the pairings I'd love to see the most. The other ones are, you know, like the classics. I don't know, like Becky. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Like, to be honest, anyone. But, like, Beth and Piper would be so good.
I just loved it. It was so good. When they did that spot where Beth had Finn, like, up, like, on her shoulders, and then Rhea had Adam, and they did, like, they both looked at each other like, oh, shit.
Like the double powerbomb thing. That's so good. And then they did, like, I think it's called the Shatter Machine, or it's called, like, a big rig. I think it's FTR's finishing move, I think. But, like, when, I don't know how to describe it. It's like somebody's on their shoulders and the other one, like, jumps over and, like, flips and, like, takes that. Yeah, that was so good.
That was so good when they were both doing the what's it called? Edge.
Oh, the educator.
The educator. I was gonna say the education.
Education. That sounds like something Edge and Christian would do. Like,
that's
like the education, Tony
like,
Weeks of awesomeness.
Yeah. Like, that was insane.
There's just, like, so many good spots. I just love a mixed tag.
And Rhea was, like, holding Finn's hand. She's like,
don't tap. Yeah, I love that dynamic. It's so good. But yeah, a mixed tag is just so fun.
They don't do enough of them. They're so good.
You can have so many just, like, fun moments. And, like Beth coming in and taking out Finn. Like, it's just cool. And Dominic was just at ringside, just being Dominic.
Yeah, with the brass knuckles, like, everything it was crazy.
Just the sneaky,
the
sneaky heel little tactics.
The gear was great. The
Yeah.
gear was great. The entrance was great.
Oh, so
like, and everyone's singing the theme, like,
so loud, and he was like, "Come on."
So good.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a 10. That was an easy 10.
Yeah, I give it a 10.
Did you like it better than Adam and Beth versus Miz and Maurice?
I love the Miz and Maurice match.
It's so good.
And, like, Maurice does, like, a Hurricane Rana on him.
Everything.
That's one of my favourite things. Especially because Maurice is, like Rhea is so good and so solid. And people expect it of her. People don't expect it of Maurice as much.
Back to the fucking Divas division and the underrated Divas division.
Yeah.
Like, That's a whole rant for another day.
I love Maurice.
I
so
love
much.
that woman.
Yeah.
Like, to my core, I love that woman.
Yeah. So people don't expect it of Maurice as much. That's why I feel like I prefer that match, because it didn't have as high expectations.
And there's such like dickish heels as well. Like, it was
so
such a
shitty.
good dynamic.
Yeah. Like they're total opposites as well when they came out. So I think I preferred that one.
Yeah, I agree. But this one was still a banger.
This one I would rewatch though.
Like,
100%. Yeah, I'd rewatch any of his matches.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd give it 10 snakes.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Easy 10 snakes.
If you, yeah.
And it's hard to get 10 snakes when Natalia's not involved.
So true.
But
it's just the Canadians. We just love the Canadians.
We actually do. Trish, like,
yeah,
we're all about them.
I was gonna say, because the other 10 snakes match I would give is another Canadian later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would give that 10 snakes. Not spoilers.
No spoilers though. No spoilers.
So then it was the men's.
Oh, I loved this.
That was it, right? It was just those 5. Yeah.
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 Oh, special shout out as well to the WrestleMania promos.
And that
was it just
Joker and Batman Becky Lynch one went so hard. It was
so good. It was so good.
It was really, really good.
Yeah, I loved that. And it's just so hype. I love that they're doing those. Because I used to watch...
so good. The 21 ones.
Yeah, I used to watch those all the time. The Taxi Driver one, Triple H's Braveheart one, Eugene's Forrest Gump one. Like, I love those promos. Oh, I think Eddie and Booker T did a Pulp Fiction one.
Yeah.
They're just the best. I love them.
So good. I need more of them. I thought they were going to like show them at every like break, but there's only been that one so far.
They also did one just before the press conference, I think, of like, I can't remember who else was in it, but I remember Montez and Bianca doing like a Titanic.
Yeah, I don't know if that was like a preview for like...
ones to come.
Because they had that Seth and Becky one in there as well. Yeah. So I wonder if that's, like a little preview, but like...
It's just so exciting. I love it.
So exciting.
Yeah, so the next match is the men's Elimination Chamber, and I loved it.
Banger.
It was so
I would rewatch that shit. That was a banger.
Yeah.
I think I'd give it a 9 snakes.
I'm not gonna lie.
You think it's a 10 snakes?
I might do something blasphemous.
Go lower? An 8?
No, hear me out. I might give the mixed tag like a 9.
You're not gonna give the third snake a 10 snakes?
Because I'm thinking...
This is shocking. This is shocking behaviour.
I'm thinking of what I preferred, like, bell to bell. If I'm turning my bias off, like bell to bell, what I found more enjoyable, maybe the men's Elimination Chamber.
The men's Elimination Chamber is really, really good.
It's also an Elimination Chamber match, and they're the best.
They are. They're so good.
So maybe I'm giving the mixed tag match a 9.
So that you can give the men's a 10?
So I can give it a 10.
Oh, see, I think I would give the men's a 9.
Oh, right. Or maybe...
Or maybe a 9.5.
9.5.
Logan Paul. Like, it was fine.
Oh, you're so right,
like, it was fine. Like, I get where it's going with the plot, but also, like, it was okay.
Have we given anything a 10 snake so far? No. I mean, you've given the mixed tag a 10.
Yeah.
I'm going to be sparing. I'm going to go 9. I'm going... I'm going 9 for the mixed tag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go 9 for mixed tag and the men's chamber.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like 9.
Because you're right.
9.5.
I forgot about the Logan Paul thing. But it was really good.
It was really, really good.
It was just fun. Like, everybody, like, had such good moments. I think everyone played their part really well.
I really liked that it was for the United States Championship. Like, I thought that was like such a fun little change.
Yeah. And a lot of people who haven't done Chambers before as well. Montez.
He was our pick to win, which was probably a bit of wishful thinking, like looking back at it now. But he did so good. Seth was amazing as always. when they were doing like, who was it? Was it Austin Theory when they were like hitting him against the pod?
It was Austin Theory and Austin Theory's in the pod like hiding, and Johnny's on the outside like looking at him like, hey lol.
Yeah.
And then Seth opens the pod behind him.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so funny. And then they both trap themselves in there and just beat him up. So that was really good. I loved that. The spot with Montez climbing to the top and like
that was
flipping and then just
crazy.
landing on them. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He deserves that single run. He really deserves it. He's amazing. He's like just like star quality at its finest. Like the it factor. That man has it running through his veins.
I seriously don't think there's a flaw with Montez.
No, he's so good.
He can do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's giving Shawn Michaels.
It's giving Shawn Michaels.
It's giving Shawn Michaels. Like, it is giving that just like so well-rounded, like the promos slap. Mm-hmm. Like the way that he is in the ring, like that cockiness, but it's in a funny way, and like and technically he's just off the charts.
Yeah. It's just like the total package. And he can do
incredible.
the media outside of like wrestling and stuff.
He's so genuinely likable as well.
Yeah.
And it's just so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I just feel bad for Angelo Dawkins. I just hope that it doesn't mean that he like fully like
fades into the back. Yeah, because
he doesn't deserve that.
He's really good as well.
It's just when you're paired with Montez, we are so dark right now.
Hold on, let me put the big light on.
When you're paired with Montez, like it's hard to be good.
It's hard to outshine that.
Yeah. So even though you could be like, you could be really good.
He is
really good, and he's really improved. You just can't. You can't compare to Montez.
So yeah, I wonder like what they'll kind of give him.
Yeah. It's really annoying though, because when they have these tag teams where they're funny together and they're a good pairing and they're really energetic and all this stuff, and then they split up and one of them turns heel, which I'm assuming it would probably be Dawkins, the heel is always so bland. And they just strip everything away from them.
Honestly, I feel like, I don't know if it's hard because with the New Day, it worked better because there was 3 of them. So one could be doing their singles thing while the other 2 were still like a tag team.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like you could make it work, like with the Street Profits.
They don't have to split them up, really.
But that's what they always do. They always split them up. It's like the Iconics. They were everything. And they didn't need to split them up. Like, it was so pointless. So I feel like they could keep the Street Profits together and still give Montez that like
and just
push.
have Dawkins be his I don't know, just supporting him.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Maybe give like Dawkins, I don't know, give him a US title run.
Yeah, like Montez needs to be the WWE champion. That is in his path. Like it's gotta be.
Maybe we put like a wild prediction out there, like Montez in the WWE Championship match at WrestleMania next year.
Yeah, no, I would be so down for that.
Yeah,
I
Montez
feel like I could see that
having a world title match,
and Angelo's having like a US title match. Yeah, or like an IC title, like Battle Royale ladder match. Like I still want him in. I want him in there. Yeah. But no, it was really good. Montez was great. That was a whole tangent about Montez.
Love Montez. Triple H did not acknowledge Montez, apart from on Twitter.
He did on Twitter, yeah.
And I
feel like there's people like calling him out, being like, "How did you mention everyone but him?"
Exactly. I just don't get it. It felt like he was leading up to Montez as well.
Yeah,
it felt like he was like saving him till the last because he was so good. How do you forget that?
Yeah, he's an absolute star.
The spot with Seth and Johnny Gargano sat on top of the pod and like taking like a second to breathe,
so good.
and then whatever they did, I can't even remember really. Like the just like the flip off.
Yeah, when he looked like he'd hurt himself.
That was so scary. It was terrifying. Yeah. But I loved that.
I loved when it was Bronson and they like each like tried to like take him down and do their finisher. Like it was really good. Yeah.
3 super kicks. That was really cool. And then they did the Montez injury spot. And he gets eliminated and then
like, basically carried out of the Elimination Chamber.
The ovation for that was really cool though. Like really people really gave him his props. And then I think it was obvious at that point that Theory was gonna win because then Logan Paul runs in.
And
And it's so, and we said this before, but he is so good.
He's so good. It's like Trips said in the press. He's born to do this shit. Like, he's really good at it. It can't even be denied.
Yeah, it's really frustrating.
And he did the stomp.
And yeah, he just had a bit of like je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that match is gonna slap as well.
Yeah.
Seth and
it's gonna be
Logan.
So good. Like, I can't even deny. I'm like hyped for it.
It's gonna be really good.
That pairing.
The promos are gonna be banging.
So good.
It's gonna be really good.
We've already said we think we're gonna start watching
it weekly,
in the lead up to Mania, so that we can truly
better
be
time.
Engulfed on the road to WrestleMania.
And this coming Monday, them doing Edge versus Austin Theory for the US title match. We've got to watch it this Monday to know.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, very exciting, and we're
you can expose us right now.
Yeah.
No, you really?
We used to hate Austin Theory.
Oh God, here we go.
But now,
listen, hear me out.
We hated that man.
We despised that man.
Like truly.
We have a separate list. We've got the shameful list.
And we've got the hit list.
We've got the hit list.
And the hit list has existed for
the hit list has existed for a long time. Maybe we'll do a video going through the old hit list.
The hit list has existed for 12 years.
The hit list has existed for 12 years, and it used to have so many members, and now it only has 2 members.
Alex Riley, Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Matt Riddle.
Yeah, Matt Riddle's on the list.
Matt Hardy.
Oh, he's on the list. Justin Roberts.
Oh, he used to be on like another. We used to love him.
We used to love him, but he's made his way onto the list. Well, I don't even know. The thing is, we don't just have like people that are just bad people.
I don't care about him enough actually for him to be on that list.
Like Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah,
but he's not on the list. He's not on the hit list.
The hit list is like, oh wait, Alberto Del Rio is a nasty.
He's a nasty piece of work, but he's also on the hit list.
Yeah,
he was on the hit list before we found out he was a nasty piece of work.
Yeah, so he's probably the anomaly there. But the others are just like, we just don't like them.
Is like, we have actual disdain for these people.
Yeah.
Whereas like other people, you're like, they're just a shitty person, but I don't think about them. Like, I don't care about them. It's just like,
these people are just like, why do we hate them so much?
These people are like, actually grind our gears. Yeah. Like, actively. Alex Riley, Alberto Del Rio.
Matt Hardy. It's a shameful thing. Lobster head.
A member of the hit list.
Yeah, an ex-member
on the hit list.
But then if you graduate from the hit list,
you're on the love list.
Like you're on another level of love.
Because you've worked your way up
so organically. List. Yeah. Dolph, Sheamu, Miz, Coy.
Miz was like he was the found fathering of the hit list.
I think it's those 4.
Those were like Ziggles. Mr. Ziggles was on the hit list.
Dolph,
did you say it? Yeah.
Dolph, Sheamu, Miz. Who's the other? Coy. They were like, they're the Mount Rushmore of the hit list. They are. Yeah.
And then we've had other members like along the way that have joined. Jack Swagger, Alberto Del Rio. They like kind of came after that.
Actually, true. Jack Swagger's probably still on it. I don't like that man.
No, I don't like that man either. He's still on the list.
Yeah.
But Drew used to be on the list.
Drew did.
In his like,
he wasn't
the chosen one.
Yeah.
Era.
He wasn't as
He wasn't as high up on the list. If we do a tier ranking of the list, like, we'd have to. Then you would see that there's so much lore behind.
Drew was
the
probably
list.
like the 5th member of that. We really just didn't like. Those were all just heels though that we didn't like because we were children. Yeah,
and we were like, we're not supposed to like these people.
Yeah.
And Sheamu, when he like sabotaged like Sean, that put him on the top of the list.
I still don't think of that man. That promo where Sean retired and then Trips does his whole like speech where he's like, there's something I've always wanted to say to Sean, I never said it. Yeah. And then Sheamu comes out. I was fuming. I was so
on another level.
Mad. I was so angry. I still hold resentment to that man.
Yeah.
And Miz. Like
Miz was like
2012, 2011 Miz. I see that man, I'm like, ugh.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Miz now though.
Love
Hi.
you. Yeah. Awooga.
Like Sheamu, like it's so
Awooga.
Mr. Ziggles. Awooga. Like if you graduate from the list, you are in the Sister Snake like
universe.
Yeah, you are in the universe. Like truly.
Yeah.
Truly.
How did we get here? Oh, Austin Theory. He may have graduated from the list.
Yeah, he was on the list. He was on the hit list.
He hasn't graduated, but
I wouldn't say that
he's doing his final exams.
Yeah. He is. He's
maybe his finals. He's doing his coursework. He's
he's working his way. He's trying to earn UCAS points.
Yeah, he is.
You know?
Yeah.
Like he was on the hit list. Maybe he failed. Maybe he failed his GCSE. He didn't pass his maths. You know?
Yeah.
Like he didn't pass his maths.
He's retaking.
He's trying to get them UCAS points.
Yeah.
For the Sister Snake.
He's trying
University.
to get a 5. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, because he was on the list hardcore. Like he was our new Miz.
Yeah.
Like he's following the Miz's footsteps.
Maybe we should have seen it coming.
I think we should have seen it coming, but we were it was literally like we were 12 years old again. Because when we were 12 years old, we were convinced we would hate the Miz forever.
Yeah.
We were like Miz girl.
Yeah.
We were like, there's no way he's ever making it off the list.
Yeah.
And we reverted back to that thinking with Austin Theory. We were like, this man is never getting off the list.
Yeah. Then for some reason, just something shifted in the air.
Something shifted in the air last night. The ground
moved. Yeah.
The ground moved. Like, there was something in the air. The stars were bright.
Yeah.
Fernando. Like, it was something was going on. And we were like, you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because
Brock was on the list.
Yeah.
And Brock graduated with flying colours.
Yeah. He's doing a master's.
Truly.
He's on a PhD. He's Dr. Brock Lesnar.
So, yeah. Theories.
Yeah. Good luck on your exams, Theory.
Yeah. Like, he could... I mean, he's easily got the potential to fail again.
He does.
He's true. Like, we're not saying this man is, like, going to pass.
Yeah.
Like, but he's revising. He's doing well.
Yeah.
You know? And he was proving it. Like the Elimination Chamber was his mock exam.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was his mocks.
Yeah.
Like...
These coming weeks, up until Mania, these are like... You know when your teachers are like, this is crunch time.
Yeah.
You need to study hard. This is Easter half term.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in Starbucks every day. He's revising. He's doing revision sessions. He's making mind maps.
Oh, mind maps. He's making Sister Snake mind maps.
That match against Edge on Monday, that is like, he is doing flashcards.
Flashcards.
Yeah.
He's got his flashcards. He's got his highlighters.
Yeah.
He's got his like fine liners.
He's doing look cover check.
Yeah. He's doing Peasel. You know about Peasel?
I think we did Peel. We did Peel, yeah.
Peel.
He's doing Peel paragraphs, yeah.
He is.
He's watching Mr. McMillan.
Oh, wait. Yeah. He's in it. He's got his bite size.
Yeah.
Like, and you know what? I'm open to the idea.
Good luck.
I'm open to the idea.
Yeah. He's doing Quizlet.
Oh,
Kahoot.
He's got Spark Notes.
Yeah.
He's in it. He's on
Thug Notes.
BBC bite size revision. Like
Doing past papers.
He's got the past papers.
Yeah.
So I feel like he can do it. He's changed. He's a changed man. Because when we hated him, he was in his selfie era. He was doing all that annoying shit. Like, it was like, it wasn't even good.
His stupid shit with McMahon.
Even good. Like, it was just annoying. It wasn't like, oh, this is good, like, heel behavior.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, this is just dumb.
Yeah.
And nobody likes him. But then, now he's like changed.
Yeah.
Now he's like in his Miz. Like, it's actually good heel promos. It's like, okay, I can not get behind this guy, but like, I can get behind hating this guy, but in a good way.
Yeah,
I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Yeah, you get me?
Wig.
Did you just say wig?
Did you just say wig? No, you don't get it. This is between wig.
Yeah. This is between us and Austin. Wig. So yeah, like I wasn't mad that he won.
Exactly.
If they are, like we were saying this, if they are setting up for it to be John, then
just works.
him being the champion just works.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was really good. 9.5. 9.5. Something like that. Like
9.
It was,
9.
It was worthy of a 9.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I like where we're going with this. I don't know where we're going with Montez.
No.
This is the same as the Rumble. It's just like...
The Rumble was such a shame.
At least Montez actually had a good showing here. But it's like, where are we going with Montez here? Because some people on Twitter believe that he's actually injured, and I don't think he is. I
saw that too, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people were convinced, but I think that was just, they just wanted the chamber
door. He was doing
door.
a Sean. He was selling with his whole
bussy, yeah. But yeah. And now we're on to the main event.
Oh my gosh.
10.
Crazy. 10.
10.
10.
10. From
Easy.
the moment that Roman came out,
It was a
and
10.
they booed the shit out of him.
It was giving ECW.
It was.
It was giving, John is throwing the shirt, they are throwing it back. Oh my god.
So good.
So good. And of course Paul was involved.
Of course. Anything Paul touches turns to gold.
That's so true. When Sammy came out, the reaction.
Oh, I love Sammy so much.
It was so
I
good.
love that man.
And his wife in the crowd. It was like, do you know what it was like? It was so many, like, I feel like I'm just like a John whore. But like, it was like when it was John versus Adam and his dad was in the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was like that. Like, that, when they bring the family members involved.
Yeah. There's
he
this,
blew that kiss. I was like,
There's this match with Shawn Michaels and JBL where Shawn's wife is in the front row. I love that match. And she slaps him.
it's so good. I thought that was going to happen. I was like, I feel like she's going to slap him,
Yeah.
though. But she's so
cute.
too sweet for that.
And just, I love Sammy so much. Like, him just coming out in, like, the zip-up hoodie.
He's
like,
just some guy. He's
just
just
some
made it, you know?
He's
It's
just
so good to root for.
Just the underdog story. He's just like, I just love the underdog. Just, there's nothing like it. And the crowd singing his theme, it was just louder than SmackDown. It was crazy. The fact that at the beginning of the match, you went to go pee, came back, and they still hadn't touched each other.
What did he say? It was like 5 minutes and 22 seconds.
Yeah.
Or like something like that.
Yeah. It was so good though, because the crowd were just so loud and they were just so like hyped.
A vibe, yeah.
A lot of it was Sammy getting his ass handed to him, and it was just like, oh, come on, Sammy. Roman was just being dick of the century.
Yeah, it was great.
It was 10 out of 10. Once again, the Shield girlies. If I go onto TikTok right now, I'm assuming within the first 3 TikToks, it's going to be a Roman edit.
As it should be.
Yeah.
So good.
He was in his bag.
He was in
He's
his
got a haircut.
bag.
He's got a little trim.
The haircut. He was like thriving.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
Like oh my god, his whole run has been so good. But like, even like just when you think he can't get any better,
He just does.
he just does. Like the past 2 that we've seen, like the Kevin one and the Sammy one,
Yeah.
he was on another level.
We need to catch up.
And mustard.
We mustard ketchup.
Such a dad joke. Adam would have got such a kick out of that.
We have to catch up with the 2 Roman matches that we haven't seen yet.
Oh, the Logan Paul one.
The Logan Paul and the War Games one.
Oh yeah, I forgot we didn't see the War
Yeah.
Games one. 'Cause Sammy was all in that. Like that was like that's part of the law.
That's like the big one.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need to watch those. And then Roman bringing him over to his wife. Crazy. And then Sammy going back and giving her a kiss.
Oh, so good.
I love him.
And like his kid, I was like, oh my god, and the children, there, and the
children.
brother and the dad, and it was just so good.
I love Sammy so much. I believed.
Yeah. We were saying it was exactly like when we went to see Clash of the Castle.
We just felt exactly what those people
you
felt.
missed out because you didn't get a reaction video for Clash of the Castle.
Oh yeah.
But we were like convinced.
It was so yeah.
One day I'll edit that vlog and it'll go up on this channel and you'll get our raw reaction because we literally filmed a fucking podcast on your Snapchat that day.
Yeah.
But it was what they were feeling in Montreal for Sammy was what we were feeling at Clash for Drew. And so we got those fans on a spiritual level.
Yeah.
We were like, we know the pain you're going through right now.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was so good.
It was so good.
I can't even remember when things started picking up for Sammy. I think he just had like a little burst of like little something. But yeah, that man does babyface like no other. It's so good.
It was really good.
And then eventually you get like the ref bump shenanigans. Twice. And then Paul's on the outside like 2 refs are down. So
Paul's
the first
in
time,
his bag.
Oh, Paul Heyman, I tell you, that man.
We love that man.
Yeah, he's not in the Hall of Fame yet.
He's in our Hall of Fame.
He is.
There's a special Sister Snake Hall of Fame.
He was on the hit list.
He was on the hit list. He was on the hit list.
But yeah, next year, like WrestleMania's in Philly, so people think he's going to go in the Hall of Fame then because it's like ECW territory.
He should.
So that would be really good.
So good.
So yeah, then the first time the ref goes down is when Jimmy comes out. We were fucking pissed. We were so
How did
mad.
you get into Canada?
Yeah.
My guy.
We were so mad, and I thought that was the end there.
Yeah.
Like, it just seemed like
But
that.
we were like, surely Jay's coming out. But then there's so much time, not so much time, but like a good few minutes had passed, and we were like, oh, maybe Jay's not here. Like, nothing was happening.
Yeah. Yeah, he just absolutely just tore Sammy to shreds, and
Was that before or after Sammy had the full on like 3 count, but the ref was down?
Oh, I think the second time that the ref was down, Sammy had a 3 count.
Right.
Potentially. I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember. No, maybe he did the first time. Anyways, that was really sad. I think a similar thing had happened with Drew. Like, there was definitely a time where Drew could have like won. And so that's, we felt that. Yeah, Jimmy comes out, and then I thought that was the end. And then he kicks out, and it's like, the fighting spirit.
That was really good.
Yeah, and then they continue the match a little bit more. And then another ref bump, and then Roman gets a chair, and he's like, right, let's go. And then Jay comes in and stands between them. He doesn't even look at either of them. He just stood there, but he's in between Roman and Sammy. And then Roman's like, hello? And he gives him the chair. And he's like, do it then. But then Jay doesn't do anything.
No,
but he's
and
like...
then Roman stands. We were like, Roman, what are you doing? Like, read the room. This is... You can't,
how many times is this going to happen?
To you a third time.
But, yeah, Jay doesn't do anything, which I liked.
I liked that too. I didn't want a big, like, sabotage. I was, like, happy with he's conflicted.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
I'm so fine with Jay's story continuing for as long as possible, because I think it's one of, like, probably the most interesting thing about the Bloodline is Jay's, like...
runs so deep.
It's so deep. It's from the very beginning of this.
Yeah.
And did that, like, that fact about Jay being the first person to pin Roman on the main roster, that's crazy.
Oh, battery's going.
How much longer do you reckon we have?
Maybe like 30 seconds. Maybe like a minute.
Yeah, and I'm glad that he didn't turn on Sammy either.
Yeah, that they just left it like kind of open as to like who's his alliance truly with.
Yeah. The sad thing is though that Sammy did, I think it was the haluva kick or something. Oh no, was it?
It's like a spear or like something happened.
It was a Superman punch or something, like Sammy did something where he was meant to hit Roman and then Roman moves and Jay gets hit. Ugh, so
they're very clearly setting up the Kevin and Sammy versus the Usos.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Happy for that. But like we kind of wanted Sammy to have his moment.
Yeah. I want Sammy in the main event so bad. And if Sammy was in that main event, I would not mind if he won. Like, even though I love Cody so much, and like I feel like Cody should like be the guy to a certain extent.
Sammy could also be the guy.
Sammy could, because Sammy's like for the people. Even though Cody's for the people, but Sammy's one of the people.
Yeah, he's truly like.
Yeah,
he's one of us.
One of us. But like Cody is Nepo Baby 101. Even though it's like, he's from like the son of a plumber or whatever it is. Like
he tells his whole story.
Yeah. The tag match will be good though. It'll be really good for main events.
Yeah, it'll be really good.
What was I gonna say? Oh, shout out to Sam as well. He messaged me about his thoughts about the match earlier, but he was not happy.
He wanted Sammy to win?
Well, no. He was fine with Sammy not winning, but he wasn't happy that Jay didn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like the slow burn a bit.
I like the slow burn. Yeah.
I think it's got more impact that way.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't even realise when they did that promo that it was like April when Sammy first like got in with the blood. Like, it's the slow burn. Slow. It was good.
But I love that shit. Like, I'm totally fine with waiting. Like, sometimes they treat wrestling fans like they're dumb, where they'll write something in, they'll be like, you guys are impatient, just have it.
Yeah, no.
No, we don't care. Just like,
Pay off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I prefer a good story over something that's just thrown together just for the sake of, like, satisfying fans, like, on a short-term basis.
Yeah.
So... what happens after that? I can't remember. I think it's just shenanigans, and then eventually Roman pins Sammy.
Yeah, he like hit him with a chair like 6 times or something.
Yeah,
and then he was able to pin him.
And then the third ref came. That was so.
No, I think it was the first ref.
Got back in. Yeah. That was so upsetting.
That stuff is so frustrating because you're like, obviously they're not sending anyone out, but it's like in reality, like it's so dumb. It's like the whole concept of it is so dumb.
It's just so frustrating.
Yeah.
Because it really does suck the air out of the arena. And then he got pinned, and it was just very upsetting.
The camera's upset. The camera's upset. It was like, I too felt the pain on that day.
On this day.
I am not laughing. So yeah. And then they were like, right, Sammy's not done. Like, him and Jimmy were like, we're not done yet with you, Sammy. Yeah. And then Kevin came out.
And they did, I like that, you know what, we were like, oh, come on guys, hug it out. But I like they're drawing that out too.
It's also the slow burn. It's like, Kevin's like, I'm not ready to forgive yet.
It's so cute. The fact that, like, they've betrayed each other so many times, but they always go back to each other. Oh, that's so cute.
It is good.
Like little bezies. Yeah, I think that's going to be really good. I love the thing is, if Sammy was in the main event with Cody and Roman, it would be kind of disappointing that Kevin wouldn't have that.
No, that
wouldn't
is
have
true.
Wouldn't have a WrestleMania match, I'm assuming, unless it's like, I don't know where Kevin would go.
Yeah, if it's not in the tag.
Yeah. So I'm glad that Kevin's going to have that, which I think is nice. So it's like, yeah, pros and cons. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
But that was really good. And I like that, yeah, they didn't do anything for the moment. But yeah, 10 snakes.
10 snakes.
10 snakes. I do hope that after WrestleMania, and hopefully Sammy and Kevin win the tag titles.
Yeah, if that's the route they're going down, they have to win.
Yeah.
Like, you can't cheap us out of a Sammy main event and then, a Sammy solo main event.
Yeah.
Put him in a tag match
and have him lose.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, that'd be just so upsetting.
It's time for the Brod. It's time for the bloodline to crack.
Yeah, we need the collapse.
Yeah.
And I want Jay to, like he's I think it's like malicious compliance. He's still got the titles. So he's like, well, of course I'm going to be tagging with my twinsies. But then when they're lost, he's like, damn, I could do better on my own. And like, Roman, I'm not your bitch. Nobody's bitch. All this stuff. Right hand man, main event, Jey Uso, all this shit. I want that. So I think if Roman doesn't disappear after Mania, that's where we're gonna go. We need to end with Jay.
What would you give the whole pay-per-view out of 10?
Honestly, like a 9.
Oh, okay. I was gonna go with an 8.5.
Like an 8.5 or a 9.
Yeah. I agree.
It felt quite short. We were very awake. It felt like it was, going, yeah.
But then, like, we watched the press conference and everything. That took us to like 5:30.
Yeah.
Like, we were up, but we were at them. We were like,
the press conference was a bunch of fun. It was so fun.
Was great.
Austin Theory answering his like all those questions like totally in kayfabe, just so good, like totally in character. Adam and Beth coming out, just living their best. That was great. So cute.
Sexton
Hardcastle shirt. I want that shirt.
So good.
And then who else? Oh, Trips. Love that man.
We always love to see Trips at the press conference.
Just not answering a single person's question, really. And then Sammy.
Bless him.
I could have cried, honestly. He's so sweet. And I'm glad that he got happier by the end of it.
Yeah. Because in the beginning, he's a bit deflated.
Yeah, he just kept saying he felt strange and he just didn't know how to feel. And I was like, he just feels guilty.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, I'm glad that he's like actually seeing how, I don't know, like special the moment was at the end of it, which is very sweet. That man deserves the world. It's like his wife said in that video, he deserves the world. But yeah, that was lovely. And yeah, it was fun.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
It was really good.
And also,
Elimination Chamber always is.
Sometimes the pay-per-view just before Mania just feels like they're like, okay, we got to get through a pay-per-view to get to Mania. It's just, we just got to do it.
I liked that it was like, the United States, and it was a number one contenders rather than like for one of the big titles. Because sometimes I can feel a bit redundant when you've got Mania like coming up.
Yeah. And I think last year, the Elimination Chamber match, like Elimination Chamber pay-per-view was before Mania as well. They didn't do Fastlane last year, did they?
No, they did it the year before, I think.
Yeah. And like last year was just before, no, it was in Saudi Arabia, I mean. The Chamber.
Which didn't feel like...
It didn't feel very canon, even though, and none of the matches there, they were good, but they didn't feel like they were going to really affect Mania at all.
Yeah, they didn't have any kind of impact.
Yeah, so like obviously love Becky and Lita.
Yeah, but that was more that was for the girlies.
Yeah, that wasn't really going to do anything. Like
no, it was just for like funsies.
It wasn't affecting Mania card at all. And the Chamber, well, Bianca won the Chamber, which was cool.
But then, yeah.
And like Brock won the Chamber as well, but like it didn't really affect anything story-wise going forward. But this time, like it actually felt like it was a thread, like actually coming back.
It was
like
the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, exactly. We're on the road. It wasn't a little diversion.
No.
It's a straight line. Yeah. So I think it's gonna be banging. I'm so hyped, but I'm so scared at the same time. I'm nervous because I'm so unprepared.
I'm so unprepared. Like the fact that 6 weeks from today. Well, 6 weeks from like yesterday, I guess. Like
it's like 42 days or something, or 41 days.
Yeah, it was like the 42 days like countdown to Mania or some shit.
You know the Paramore song Crave?
I'm not in the mindset.
Yeah. You listen to that? I'm scared of that. I mean, this is like a therapy session. I'm scared of like living it and then being like, this is too much to even process in the moment. That when afterwards it doesn't feel real. I'm scared of not living in it. Yeah.
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 It's going to be pretty crazy. It's kind of fun that it's 2 nights though, because maybe we'll feel that way night 1.
So true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to Mania, by the way.
Yeah, we're going to WrestleMania.
But that road to Mania one hasn't been posted yet.
Oh, yeah, true.
We actually talked about going to Mania.
Yeah. It's going to be very exciting.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, the next time we talk about a pay-per-view,
we'll either be... I don't know if we'll do it in LA.
Yeah.
Because like I won't have all this stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I have my camera, so maybe if it's not too noisy, we could just film it on the camera like normal. But yeah, it'll be like the LA vlogs they're gonna be so good.
Oh my gosh! But yeah, how exciting!
It'll be exciting.
So
yeah, we're gonna start watching every week. We're gonna be in the story. We're gonna be like.
It doesn't even feel like a slog. Like sometimes Raw is a slog.
Yeah.
But when the storylines are like really good, I'm excited. I'm hyped to see where it goes. And I think that I've seen that they're kind of a bit nervy about Sammy potentially being too popular and people turning on Cody. But now...
You're already doing that shit already. That's you this whole podcast.
I'm not turning on Cody though. I love Cody. But like, as long as Sammy gets something, then I'm okay. But like, yeah, they're scared that people are going to boo Cody. But they're now doing like Paul and Cody segments. Like that one where he was like, he was like, you're your father's favorite son. But then he said, but Roman was the son that your father always wanted. Which is like...
That's crazy.
That's crazy shit. So like, they're actually going to go deep with this. And I think it's going to be banging.
Yeah.
So I'm hyped. I'm very hyped.
Hype. Yeah.
Yeah. Love the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. Always love the Elimination Chamber. Bye.
Bye.
Epic. Epic. Jepic. Jepic. Certified Jepic.